Dialogue number 5. I am pleased with the way you handled the project. Pleased is an adjective ending in ed. It's not a verb ending in ed. With the way, so you use with, you handled the project. It's not finished yet. Again, finished is not a verb in the past simple, but an adjective ending in ed. How do you understand when they're followed by am, is, are, or was, were? You have an adjective, you do not have a verb. Yet here is used in a negative sentence. Be careful, in your own languages it's not finished yet, or have you finished it yet? If it is in a question, yet does not have the same translation. So try and compare yet in a negative sentence like this one, it's not finished yet, and in a question, was it finished yet? I'm going to ask them a few more questions. Again is used going to. I'm going to ask them. Why? Because it's commitment. So I have planned it for a very long time for something important, and that's why the person uses I'm going to. Instead of that, the person can also say I will ask them a few more questions, but it is not with the same determination as it gives you with going to. So again, students like to use will a lot, but in this circumstances, for example, going to is much more common. While I'm asking them a few more questions can be used, but it's rare because it has ambiguity, whether it is right now going on or for the future. Well, with going to and will, it is only talking about the future. Do not say some more questions. It is not that natural. Instead of some, use a few. When are you going to do that? Again, going to is used in here. Instead of that, because the other person said going to, you can also say when will you do that? Or when are you doing that? Both will and the present continuous can be a substitute in for the question. I'm gonna go at 3. Gonna, which is the informal short version of going to. Again, going to used in here. I'm gonna go at 3 or sometime around 3. I will go at 3 because the person says I'm going to ask them. It's unlikely that he says I will go at 3. I'm going to go at 3, so that's when I've decided it's something important. I'm going at 3 again is correct, present continuous, or I will go at 3 is correct, but I will go at 3, it might be used in another context, like oh, I didn't know that I have to be somewhere. Okay, so I will be there at 3 then. For a new plan, a new action, something which comes up at the last minute. So it might have that ambiguous meaning, the use of will in such a sentence. So be careful. In this sentence would be probably be the best going to and the present continuous. Sometime around 3. As you can see, sometime does not end in s. If it was sometimes, then you're talking about an action which happens always. But whenever there is sometime, as you have it in here without s in the end, it means at one particular time in the future. Be careful, without s it's for the future, with s it's talking about a routine action which always goes on. Okay, when you finish, after when, you do not use will. You do not say when you will finish. When you finish, only the present simple. Come to my office, you use to for direction, not in, but to, and we will discuss about it. Now the boss uses will. Why? Because he had no idea that he was going to reply I'm gonna go at 3. So the decision is taken at the moment of speaking. No planning whatsoever. That's when we use only will and never the present continuous or going to.